let's suppose that this left hand occurs with the flow of time in the x-axis. The time flows from the past to the future, and we will consider this is the flow of time from the past to the future. And we are standing at the present right here. The speaker who applies the conjunctive adverb if in the sentence, if I stand up, I will drink a cup of water. The speaker, as the subject states the sentence at the present, and the speaker assumes about the speaker states the subordinate clause about the present situation with the application of the intransitive verb stand. Then the speaker considers the statement of the subordinate clause as a truth because the conjunctive adverb if is applied to reveal the assumption of the speaker. The speaker deals with the next assumption in the main clause. First, we can simply think of that in this model, if A, B, the clause A is about the present assumption, and the assumption revealed in the clause B as the main clause is about the future. In this context, we can study about the application of the modal verb would. We think of a point in the past. We will think of the other possibility that did not cause us to arrive at the present. We can model this sentence. The speaker delivers the intent of the assumption about the past situation. For example, I did not wear a makeup today, so we can think of this example. If I wore a makeup, I would clean up my face after the class. The speaker applies the transitive verb were as that reveals the past tense of the subordinate clause linked by the conjunctive verb if, as to reveal the prior assumption. The speaker considers that the prior assumption stated in the subordinate clause as truth, because that's the definition of an assumption. Even though the speaker as the subject did not choose the action to wear makeup in the past, but the speaker intends to deal with the next assumption stated in the main clause about cleanse off the makeup after the class. So we can understand that the verb war stated in the past tense is about a point in the past but the transitive verb war did not describe the past situation correctly, because the subordinate clause delivers the assuming intent of the speaker. Then we consider that the assumption stated in the subordinate clause as truth. We will take our next step to deal with the next assumption stated in the main clause. That's when the speaker applies the modal verb would. The definition of the transitive verb cleanse described by the modal verb would did not actualize for real, because the main clause also deals with the assumption of the speaker based on the assumption in the subordinate clause. So we understand that the point in time when the speaker as a subject assumes the actualization of the action described by the transitive verb cleanse can be pinpointed later than the point in time described by dealt with in the subordinate clause with the transitive verb were. So we can pinpoint a point in time for the main clause in this part, or the concurrent point in time, this point or this point, later than the present, some point in time in future. We don't know when the definition of the transitive verb cleanse actualizes, because that's an assumption. So we can also understand that the past tense revealed by the form of the modal verb would is not about the actual the actualization of the definition, cleanse, definition of the transitive verb, cleanse, the past tense revealed by the form of the modal verb would is about the gap between the present when the speaker states the sentence about the two assumptions in a row linked by the conjunctive verb if, and the point in time when the speaker considers the possibility that a point in the past described by a verb were. So we can understand that the fact that we state a clause that the modal verb would is applied in is about a point in time whose for the assumed experience, condition, or action, whose actualization is false. But the fact that the speaker applies the modal verb would, could, might, and should, or should applies can be understood from the fact that the speaker as the subject opens up the possibility that the subject actualizes the definition of the verb described by the modal verb would, could, might, or should at the present right away. So when we go to a restaurant, we can observe that a server asks us, in a restaurant we can hear a question, would you drink some water? When we do not drink a cup of water. The speaker who applies the modal verb would intends to suggest that the speaker we can understand the intent of the speaker who is willing to help us to drink some water right away with an action of pouring water in a cup in front of us, so that we can actualize the action described by the transitive verb drink right away. we can think of this manner of statement applying the modal verb would, should, might, or could as a euphemism. Rather than giving the direct instruction or suggestion to someone, we can ask the counterpart about whether the counterpart considers the possibility to actualize the definition of the verb suggested by us in a statement that the modal verb is applied in.